Okay, so today we are going to try and create a website for a school. Um, I'm going to use my school as an example, in which I studied from class 5 to 12. I'm actually very much connected to that school. So I just wanted to create a sample website and see if we can create that using HTML, CSS, and JavaScripts. And just to let you know, guys, that I'm not actually from the computer science background. I'm trying to just learn these activities, not for time pass, but yeah, not in a very serious kind of mode. But I just wanted to learn something new in my free time. So I'm going to try and create this website. This is not going to be a full video of a complete website. I'm just going to create in multiple other sessions also. So I'll just try to create a first draft of the website as of now, as of today. So let's see how far we can go today. So first of all, I'll just go and create a new folder. I'll name it as school website. I'll open this in VS Code so that we can, VS Code is a kind of IDE which will help us to write this complete website. Okay, so I'll first create an index.html. So this is a template of the website. First of all, the first draft. Okay, so now if I open this website in my local computer, you'll be able to see nothing, because of course I have written nothing in this document as of now. So name of the document is showing as in document because we haven't changed that as well as of now. So first of all, I'll just change the name of the website to Rishra Vidyapeeth. And now if I go and refresh this page, you'll be able to see that the name of the website has now been changed to Rishra Vidyapeeth. Okay, so I'll try to show you every step and how the website is going to transfer after every change. So first of all, I would like to add a name, add a header kind of thing, which will be Rishra Vidyapeeth. So now if I go and refresh this page, you'll be able to see the Rishra Vidyapeeth name over there. The second thing I want to add is address of the school. You can Google it also, and of course I'm from the same school, so I know the address. So the address is 22 Gandhi Sadak Rishra Hooghly 712248. Now if I go and refresh this website, you'll be able to see that the address is also there. Now if you do not want, like, see, the preference may be different of course from person to person. I'm going to use my own preference as in while creating this website, of course. So your option might be different, your choices may be different, so I'll try to write it as per my own preference. So suppose if I want to add a line break in this line, in this text, so now if I go and refresh, you'll be able to see that the address has now been broken into two parts. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is add a logo of the school over there on the left hand side. So let's just go and download this logo of the school, Rishra Vidyapeeth. I'll get into images and you'll be able to see the address, the logo of the school. So if I go and save this logo, it must be saved in the same folder. You can save it in the different folder also, but that may be difficult to connect later on. Okay, so now we have saved the logo in the folder. So if I go and try to add the logo in the website, it will be this, and I'll add the alt text as Rishra Vidyapeeth logo. it actually gives a notification kind of thing to the screen reader applications that this image is the text whatever we have written in the all text option. So whenever someone who is visually challenged and he is going to use the screen reader option to access this website, they will be able to listen to this text that this is an image of the Rishra Vidyapit. Of course, they will not be able to see the complete logo, maybe because of the visually impaired disability. Okay, so now the thing is that the logo is quite a bit large compared to the website we have created. So I'll try to reduce the size of the logo. I'll try to reduce it to 200 and see what happens. So now it's good, but let's reduce it a bit further. Refresh this page. Okay, so now it seems good. Okay, so the next thing which we want is to move this name and the address thing right beside the logo, because of course it doesn't look good. The name is below the logo, and of course this all space is being wasted. So we need to move this both the things to the side of the logo. So what I will do, I will just create a kind of field set. You can create a section also, but I'm going to create a field set. And now if I go and I can see that there is a border line over there. So in order to remove this border line and move this both the things to right beside this logo, we need to use the CSS. As I said previously, that in order to create a website you need to have the knowledge of HTML, CSS and JavaScripts all at once. So right now I'm going to create a CSS file, style.css, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to link this CSS file to this HTML file. And now if I I'll just use the class name as details so that we can access this element. So it will be details, and then I'll remove the border to 0. So now if I refresh this page, you can see that the border has now been removed completely. Okay, so now we need to move both these things to right beside this logo. So what I will do, I will just change the display to inline block, and let's see what happens. Okay, so now it has been moved to the right side of the logo. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is to move both of these name and addresses to the right side of the page, but that is done using the margin, or the next option is the flex, but I'm not aware of the flex as of now. I'll have to do that in the later sessions of the videos. As of now, I'll just try to use the margin option and see if it works. So I'll try to okay, so now it's going right. So let's try to increase it a bit further. Okay, so now it seems good, although this is not the best method to do this, but we can try this method as of now, because as I said previously, I'm not also the expert of this. We are just trying to create a website. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do is to create a menu. Of course, if someone is visiting this website, they need to have some menu where they can access multiple other information. Suppose they want to have some information about the background of their school, like when it was created and what is the background, like achievement of this school in the past, and some information about the teachers, and most importantly the information about the announcements which are going to happen in the school. Suppose regarding some admissions going on or something like that. So we need to have some menu in the website also, of course, right? So I'll just try to create a menu over there. Okay, so let's create a menu. I'll create a navbar, I'll create UL, and then I'll create list item, in which I'll create anchor item. As of now, we have not created the page, individual page for the menu links, so I'll keep it as pound, and then it will be home. So if I refresh this page, you'll be able to see that there is an option coming as home. So we need to have the similar options for some other menus. So I have few items in my mind. So first of all, it will be announcements, wherein we will upload all the notices of the school, all the announcements in PDF file. That is my planning to do. That is my plan in the future. The next page will have contact us, wherein user can go and fill up a form, and they can ask some query in which the administration of the school can reply back to them. And the last page we can have as an about, which will give some background information about the school, like how old it is, what is the heritage of the school, something like that. So now if I go and refresh this page, you'll be able to see all the menu over there. Now if I click on any of these links, nothing is going to work, because of course we have not linked this page to any link this URL to some individual page. We have not created that as of now. We are going to create it in future. So as of now, we need to like do some formatting on this particular part of the menu. First of all, I need to remove these dots, so I'll get into CSS and I'll use nav ul and list style type. I'll make it none to remove this dots. Okay, so now we need to change the format of the menu bar from vertical to horizontal. So I'll try to do that. So if I go nav ul li, these are some methods to access the individual elements of the HTML. So if I write it as nav ul li, that means I'm targeting this particular menu, the list item which is under unordered list, which is under nav, that nav bar. So that is just a method to access all those elements. So now we need to change it to horizontal. Right now it is showing as vertical, so I'll just change the display property to inline block. Now if I see, I'll see that the menu has now been changed from vertical to horizontal. Now I need to like, of course, as I said previously, that these are just my observation, or like not my observation, but my preferences. So your preferences may be different, but I'm doing this as per my own preferences. So I now need to move all this menu to the right side of the page. So what I will do, I will just use the property text align, and I'll move it to right. Okay, maybe I need to do it in this UL. Yeah. Okay, so previously it was not working because I was targeting the list item, individual list item, whereas this change was required in the whole unordered list, not in the individual list items. So that is why it was not working previously. So anyways, we have now moved the list items, like the whole menu bar, on the right, to the right side of the page. Now we need to increase the size of this individual menu. So I'll just use some padding over here. So if I increase the padding to 10 pixel, let's see what happens. Okay, so now it is working. Okay, so now if I go and click, nothing is happening. Okay, suppose if I want to remove this underline, so I'll just use the property of text decoration, and I'll use none, Okay, it is not working. I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm not sure why is it not working. I'll have to check it later on. Okay, so the next thing I want to change is that suppose if someone is going to hover their mouses over this individual menu items, so I need to change the color to inform the users that their mouse is over this particular list item. So if I want to change this property, I'll use this again, and this is called um, mhm. Okay, so I'll use this. So suppose I want to like inform the user that they are hovering to this particular line item, so I need to use this pseudo class that is called pseudo class. Not sure why this is not working. Yeah, so it is working now. So if I need to change the background color to red, of course this is not the right color, but I'm just showing you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Maybe I have changed something which is not visible right now. Let me go back. Okay, so let me try this. Yep. So now if I go and change the background color to red, and now if I hover my mouse over any particular list item, so now it is going to change this background color of individual items to red. Of course red is not the best color, so let me choose some other color. I think this is the good one. So now if I refresh this page, I'll be able to see the background color getting changed every time I hover my mouse on over any individual items. Okay, so that is okay now. So now suppose if I want to like maybe I need to change the background of the overall particular this ribbon kind of thing, suppose. So let me just show you what I am trying to say over there. So suppose if I background color, and this is good. I was trying to say this. So we can change the color of the background of this whole menu bar. Okay, so that was good. And suppose I want to update this of this school. So now if I create a page, say like with the name about HTML, and link this page with this about URL. So now if I click on this about page, sorry, I'll have to refresh this. Now if I click on about page, I'll be uh, going to this particular website. So of course it is not showing anything right now because we have not written anything in the page. So I'll try to, first of all we need to rename this to HTML, not okay. So now I need to rename this page. The title of the page will be about, and then single pipe. I don't know where the pipe is. Okay, so this is the pipe I was talking about, single pipe, and then Rishra Vidya Peet. Okay, so now if I go back and refresh this page and click on about page, so you'll be able to see that the name of the title of the page has now been renamed to about, and then pipe. I'll give a little bit of space, and then you can see the name of the page has now been changed. Okay, so now I'll try to write something in this about page. So let me just search something about this school, like some article kind of thing, which we can update this in about page. Okay, so now suppose we want to copy this entire history page of this school to that about page of our. Okay, and we can use this email ID also. Okay, so in the contact us page, we can update all this email ID, phone number, etc. I'm not sure if those details are correct or not, so I will not use it as of now. Okay, so I'll just use this article, and then I'll use the paragraph element, and then now if I refresh my page and I click on about page, so I'll be able to see all of those details. So it is one of the premier Hindi medium school of Hooghly district. The school was established on 25th of August 1952. Yes, it is a very old school. And in 2019 English medium was also started in the school. The school was started as a primary school, and late Shiv Prasad Shah as the first head teacher of the school. Later on 1953, due to efforts of late Radharaman Lal, and all those details are there. So we can put some other details also, like this. We can change, but now see, if I add further lines in this particular paragraph, it is added just into the same paragraph. It is not coming as a different paragraph. So for that we need to use this page break method. So now you can see that there is a line break in that. And suppose if you want to give some extra space, so you need to create a separate paragraph altogether. So I'll delete all this and see. So now you can see that there is some extra gap in the line, just like this one. So in the year this and this, you can update all those details. And suppose if you want to update this particular information also, you can do that. So let's try to create a sample of this particular section just like this exactly. So I'll try to add a section to the bottom of the page first of all. So let me create a section which we can use to target via CSS. So now if I go and again this whole CSS is done using the grid method or flex method. I'm not aware of that as of now, but I'll try to create this using whatever the knowledge I have as of now. So I'll try to create a header of header like this. So I'll try to use h2 for that, maybe that would be perfect. So now if I go and see that, okay, this is there, and then I'll try to add this using a paragraph. Okay, so now if I refresh this page, so you'll be able to see this. Okay, and if I want to target, so I'll try to target as a footer, and I have to link this with the CSS file style.css, and then I'll try to use this footer class. Background color, let me try to create as it is, so it was blue, although it was not the same blue. Okay, let me change the gradient. Now if I refresh, it is something like dark blue maybe. I think it's better. I'll not be able to copy the exact color. I'll maybe have to use the color picker for that. I'm not into that completely. Okay, so now if I go and change its width to maybe 30% of the window, because the whole window is divided into three section, so one is 33%. So I'll use this method to dissect this. Okay, so now if I let me create another section and give it a class of section 1. Okay, so now everything is same. So now we need to add this one, so I'll use the same text about HTML, and I'll create another section with the class of sec2, and then I'll add h2, and then I'll add paragraph. No, these are not paragraph, these are links. So I need to add unordered list, and then list items, and then I need to a anchor, and then because I do not have any specific link, so I'll use pound sign, and wbbsc text, wbbse, wbchse. So I'll do a copy of this 4 times, and WBCHSE, and then school education WB, and then Kanyashri. So now if I go and see, okay, so now we can see the links are there, but yes, individual items are also there, but maybe because of color system we are not able to see, so we need to change the color. Okay, so I'll see. Okay, so okay, so sec 1 width 30%, sec 2 and then width 30%. Okay, so we have the background color for the entire footer, which contains sec 1 and sec 2. Okay, and we need to change the display to inline block, and the same thing to sec 2. Now if I refresh this page, okay, so now we can see that the page is looking a bit similar, not entirely similar, but a bit similar to this one, the original one. And we need to change the color of the text in the link, because text are there but that is not visible to us because of the coloring system. So maybe we need to change the color of the text of the entire footer section, so it will be completely black. So now if I go and see, okay, the URL systems is different. Okay, so let me change it separately. So it will be sec 2, then UL, and then LI, and then color will be black. Let me see. Okay, I'm not sure how to change that. Maybe we can check in the later session. I'm not sure why is it not working. It should work. Okay, let me change this background color so that we can see it visible. Okay, so that looks fine. I'll see how we can change the color of this also. Okay, so now the problem is that this is a bit on the upper side and this is a bit on the lower side, so maybe we can change this margin to 0. Nope, margin to 0. Nope, it doesn't work. It is actually not working. Okay, so I need to find out how to move it on the upper side. Mm-hmm. Okay. Margin top, maybe. I'm not sure why is it not working. Okay, so as I said previously that I'll not be able to complete this whole website in the single day, because as I said previously that I'm just um, trying to learn this programming language, and I'm not done yet. So I'll try to complete this whole website in separate other sessions and see how it goes. So that's it for today. Maybe we can work on this on the later sessions. So thank you so much for um, joining me and having a look.